Imagine stepping into a world where the boundaries between hunter and hunted dissolve, where compassion blooms amid primeval danger and a single human heartbeat melds with the wild. Picture that scene unfolding before a young American ranger, deep in the African wilderness, an instant that reshaped her understanding of courage, trust, and the delicate web that binds all living things together. It was dawn in the sanctuary, and Sarah, 30 years old, yet seasoned by countless patrols, felt the cooled, damp air cling to her skin. She inhaled the earthy perfume of rain-kissed soil, mingled with the honeyed scent of acacia blossoms. Around her, leaves whispered as a breeze drifted through the trees, and distant birds signed the start of another day. For Sarah, this was more than work. It was a sacred duty, to stand guard over each creature whose life depended on the sanctuary's safety. Suddenly, a sound shattered the morning hush, not the soft padding of hoof or the familiar bark of monkeys, but a heavy, guttural thrash. Sarah froze, every sense aflame. She crept through the tall grass, her heartbeat synchronized with the wild's own pulse. Then she saw him, Kudo, a magnificent silverback gorilla, ensnared in a shallow, muddy pool. His rippling muscles, usually the epitome of unbreakable strength, strained as great coils of an African rock python squeezed the air from his lungs. Time slowed as Sarah took in the tableau. Kudo's massive chest heaving in agony, his intelligent brown eyes wide with instinctive terror. The python, over 20 feet long, its scales an uncanny mimicry of earth and leaf, had struck with lightning speed and now bore down with bone-crushing force. Every squeeze threatened to sever blood flow to Kudo's brain. Every whispered hiss echoed with mortal finality. Fear clutched at Sarah's insides, but it didn't last. Instead, a blazing determination rose up. Kudos. She recalled that silverbacks, despite their hulking might, can succumb if a python's grip holds too long. And rock pythons, without venom, rely on that merciless squeeze, their curved teeth locking in like barbs. Kudo's life ticked away by the second. Sarah scanned the field. Sparse acacias cast long shadows. The grass swayed in testament to the wind's fickle moods. But there was no natural tool for leverage here. Only her training and a single low-intensity stun device rested at her belt. A non-lethal tool meant to startle, not harm. Not harm. It might break the python's concentration long enough to pry its coils away. She inhaled deeply, steadying herself for what must come. But then the earth shuddered beneath her boots, a low, rolling rumble that resonated through her bones. Her gaze snapped toward the grass fringe, where golden manes emerged. One lion, then another. Soon a full pride paced into view, their tawny coats blending with the savannah's gold. Eyes like molten amber fixed on the unfolding drama. Sarah's breath caught. Lions were unpredictable. In mere heartbeats they could shift from spectators to predators, drawn by the scent of blood and the promise of easy prey. She squared her shoulders, ready to defend both herself and the trapped silverback. But the lions did something astonishing. They merely watched. Soft growls rolled through their ranks, not snarls of aggression, but murmurs of acute curiosity. Their bodies tensed, every muscle primed. Yet they held their ground. It was as if they recognized that this was no simple hunt, but a high-stakes confrontation between two titans of the wild. For a fleeting moment, predator and protector stood on neutral ground. Realizing this rare pause could be her lifeline, Sarah moved with utmost caution. She edged closer to Kudo's plight, mindful that any sudden move might shatter the delicate truce. She knelt beside the python's head, positioned just beyond its striking range. The device in her hand felt impossibly small against the enormity of the situation, but it was her only chance. A gentle press of the activation button sent a buzzing charge through the stunned device. The python recoiled in a convulsion, its muscular coils momentarily lax. Hissing in confusion, it swiveled its triangular head toward the unexpected threat. That instant was Sarah's opening. Heart pounding in her ears, she surged forward, clamping her hands on the thickest loop of the serpent's body around Kudo's chest. The serpent's instinct was immediate. It recoiled, its grip intensifying. Yet Sarah anchored herself, pulling with every ounce of will. Beside her, Kudo, galvanized by the loosening grip, roared in a raw cry of defiance. In that surge, his massive shoulders twisted with the force of a living mountain, stretching the coils further. A snap echoed in this still air. Kudo's twist had created a gap. The python, reeling from lost momentum, could not reassert its hold. Inch by inch, the mammoth snake slackened, its body folding into the muddy water before vanishing into the tall grass like a shadow at dusk. Silence fell. Sarah sank to one knee, every fibre aching. Kudo lay still, chest heaving in ragged relief. For what felt like an eternity, neither moved. Then, with deliberate grace, the silverback lifted his head. Their eyes met, hers wide with awe, his shining with exhausted relief. In that gaze passed an unspoken covenant. We faced peril together, and now we both live to see another sunrise. Behind them, the lion pride stirred but made no move to approach. Instead, they melted back into the savannah, as if silently acknowledging the end of their vigil. In their retreat lay a lesson. Even the fiercest predators can honor the urgency of life beyond their hunger. In the weeks that followed, Sarah's patrols brought new perspectives. She glimpsed Kudo leading his family with renewed vigor, his presence a living testament to survival against all odds. Against all odds. And in quiet moments beneath acacia boughs, she pondered the lion's stillness, an enigma yet a powerful reminder that nature's script is not always written in claws and teeth. This tale is more than a ranger's rescue of a gorilla. It is a testament to the empathy that bridges species, the bravery born not of weapons but of compassion, and the fragile alliances that momentarily unite us all. Sarah's swift thinking and unwavering courage revealed the sacred duty of park rangers, to be the guardians of a world where every heartbeat matters. If this story stirred something within you, wonder, hope, or a deeper sense of responsibility, then our mission has been fulfilled. Subscribe for more true accounts from the heart of the wild, and share below which moment resonated most with you. The next chapter in nature's extraordinary narrative awaits.